Okay, it's 7 o'clock. I'm going to call the Village New Glarus Board meeting to order. Lynn, would you do the roll call, please?
Yes, Michael Bell,
Present.
Henry Janish,
Here.
Peggy Cruz,
Here.
Tammy Newberry,
Present.
Chuck Phillipson,
Here.
Roger Trutman,
Here.
Lori Wertz.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lynn. Item 2, I look for an approval of the agenda.
Lori Wertz, I'll make an approval of the agenda.
Michael Bell will second.
Okay, any additions or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 3, public appearances and citizens' comments. No debate will occur with the board on items introduced by citizens. Items will not be acted upon at this meeting, but will be referred to the proper staff or committee if action is required. And if you wish to speak, please keep your comments to 3 minutes. Is there anyone on that would like to speak? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on to item 4, approval of the consent agenda.
This is Henry. I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
Michael Bell will second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed, motion carries. Item 5, new business. Discussion consideration resolution 21-16/A, resolution authorizing the issuance and sale of $3,695,000 worth of water and electric system revenue bonds. Series 2021A of the Village of New Glarus, Green County, Wisconsin, and providing for the payment of the bonds and other details with respect to the bonds. Who do we have from Millers?
Dave Ferris.
Hey, Dave, would you like to speak on this, please?
I would. Would you like me to share the screen of the sale day report, Drake?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's see if I can figure out which screen it's on here. Here it is. How about that? Does everybody see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it small or do you want me to blow it up a little bit? Is everybody
I'm
okay?
good.
Okay.
Looks good.
Okay. All right. So as you can tell from the cover page, the amount of the bonds that we actually did sell today was $3,620,000. And on the next page, I'm going to actually give you a little bit of a summary of what happened earlier today. So about 10 o'clock, we took bids on the village's water and electric system. Somebody would have a question? Okay. Earlier today, at about 10 o'clock, we took bids on the Village of New Glarus's water and electric system revenue bonds, and we have some really good news to tell you. Even though there's been some creep in the interest rates in the market, we actually came in lower than what we had presented to you a month ago. And so we're happy to tell you that we had 5 bids today. If somebody could mute their stuff, I'm hearing something. Thank you. So the winning bidder was Bankers Bank, and if you go back to page, well, let me go to those pages. If you go to this page, on page 2 and 3, you can see the list of bidders. Bankers Bank being the lowest bid at a true interest rate of 2.1254, and then the high bid was BOK Financial Securities at 2.4315. So the difference between those two bids was about $109,000 of interest. So you can tell that, you know, having a decent amount of bidders in the market really helps drive down that interest rate and saved you quite a bit of money. The reason that the issue went from $3,695,000 to $3,620,000 is we received a premium and there was reduction in issuance costs, and I'll show you that when we get to the sources and uses page. As far as the paying agent, the Village of New Glarus is elected to always use Bond Trust Services as a paying agent. These bonds, as we talked about at the pre-sale meeting, are callable on May 1st of 2030 for any maturities after that. So if we get out there and the interest rates are better at that time, you may consider it, or if for some reason you have cash on hand, you may be able to downsize that and maybe refund less. The closing date will be November 18th, and that'll be the date that the cash will be transferred into the village's account. Somebody will need to be present that day to let Quarles know that it actually did hit your account. So have somebody ready in the morning when they're getting ready to close. When you consider the resolution in a little while, the resolution will be to approve the $3,620,000. So on the spreadsheets that I'll show you, I have a comparison here of the amount of the projects and the issuance costs and the bonds. So you can see the project costs basically stayed the same. The debt service reserve goes down because it's tied to the amount of the size of the issue. So there was a reduction in how much reserve we needed. We still applied the old reserve, so our needs were a little bit less. The underwriter threw some premium at this, which is one of their ways to make the interest rates at the beginning look a little bit better. So just as an example, if I can get this darn thing to stop, there we go. You can see they're showing coupons of 1% or plus in the beginning, and that's the effect of that premium being thrown at this. The actual yield on this starts out at 0.25% and kind of goes up smoothly over time. But this is a way that they kind of make it look like there's a little bit more interest to the investor. However, when that investor buys the actual bond, they have to pay a premium to buy it. So over time, they're really only getting this yield that's over here. So it's I kind of feel like it's a game, but that's the one way that they make it look a little more attractive to their investors. Then the issuance costs, there was a reduction in the municipal advisor fee because the village decided to use disclosure counsel this time. There was a reduction in the bond counsel fee. That was just an estimate, but some of that was used up by having that disclosure counsel this time. The paying agent fee was a little bit lower, and then the underwriter, as part of their bid to try to win the bid, doesn't always take the full amount of the discount, and so the discount was reduced. So between the premium and the reduction in the cost, we were able to cut $75,000 off the face value of the bond issue. This is an important schedule. We showed you this last time, and really the difference, because of the better interest rates, we were actually able to increase your coverage ratio, which is this third column over here. That's where I told you that you need to be at a minimum of 1.25. And when I talked to you back in early October, the lowest amount we were at in 2023 was 1.50. So this actually, added a little bit more on top of that, making you even better shape. And as we talked about, the Alliant and ATC payments will also help, obviously make payments on these bonds. So you're in real good shape as far as coverage goes. The only last thing that I'll show you is, like I said, there had been some creep in the market as far as interest rates. It actually did come down a little bit. There was somebody that sold GO bonds today, and they had a little interest rate risk built into their rates where they showed their client, and they ended up right on top of the estimate. So I feel pretty good that we beat the estimate by about 0.25%. So I think you should be really happy with the bids you got. You saved about $126,000. I think that was on this little thing from Zoom keeps flowing down here, but down at the bottom is important. Here's the reduction of the face value. Here's a reduction of the interest based on better rates, and then the full principal and interest less than what we showed you at the pre-sale meeting is $126,000. So congratulations, you had a really good sale today. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Does anyone have any questions of Dave? Okay. Would someone like to make a motion to accept this resolution?
Yes, I, Michael Bell, will make a motion to accept the resolution 21-16/A, authorizing the issuance and sale of the $3,695,000 for the water and electric system revenue bonds.
Mike, you got changed that to $3,620,000.
Sorry, $3,620,000.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Lori Wertz, I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? Okay, Lynn, would you do a roll call vote, please? Lynn, are you still with us?
I am. I had to find my unmute button with my screen share.
Okay.
Okay, roll call. Michael Bell,
Yes.
Henry Janish,
Yes.
Peggy Cruz,
Yes.
Tammy Newberry,
Yes.
Chuck Phillipson,
Yes.
Roger Troutman,
Yes.
Lori Wertz.
Yes.
Motion carries 7-0.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Dave.
Lynn.
All right, thank you. Congratulations.
Thanks, Dave.
All right.
Thanks,
Night.
Dave.
Okay, item B. Discussion consideration resolution 21-17, appointment of clerk treasurer for 1/1/22. Drake, would you like to speak on this, please?
The resolution is included to approve the appointment of Kelsey Jensen to the position of clerk treasurer effective January 1st, 2022. Ms. Jensen will be an excellent addition to the Village of New Glarus organization, and administration is recommending approval.
This is Tammy Newberry. I would like to make a motion to go ahead and accept Kelsey as our appointment for clerk treasurer.
I, Michael Bell, will second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second approving resolution 21-17. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. President's report, discussion consideration appointment of Tammy Newberry to Park Committee. I'd like a motion to approve Tammy to the Parks Committee, please.
Lori Wertz, I make a motion to approve Tammy Newberry to the Parks and Rec Committee.
I,
This
Michael Bell, will second.
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Tammy.
Thank you,
You're
Tammy.
welcome.
Is there any other business by any board member? Well, hearing none, I'm going home to watch the World Series. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.